It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 take, go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Okay, we are pleased to be joined by our winning race team here today. That's Kyle Busch, driver of the number 18 M&M's Toyota, and his crew chief, Steve Addington. Congratulations, gentlemen. This is Kyle's 8th victory in the 2008 season. He makes NASCAR history today as he becomes the first driver in NASCAR history to win 3 road courses in the top 3 National Series in the same season. Sweeps both of them in the Sprint Cup Series. Kyle, you just ran almost a flawless race out there. Your thoughts?
It was a great race for us, and this whole M&M's Toyota team and everybody at Joe Gibbs Racing for all their help. Thank those guys. And so it's just, to be able to come out here to Watkins Glen and, start up front from the pole. We got to thank the good Lord for raining down on us on Friday there. That would made it easy. And just being able to have a good run here today. I mean, just being able to keep it up front and keep it on the track all but once. And so, making all the shifts. And, it's just fun to be able to race on the road courses. I have a good time doing it, enjoy being able to do it. And fortunately now I'm not too shabby at it, so it makes it even that much more fun.
Steve, your thoughts? Someone mentioned out on interview that you might have said that you hadn't won a race in 3 or 4 weeks. People thought you were in a slump, but your thoughts about the performance out there today of the number 18 team?
As far as the team goes, I think that these guys worked their tails off this weekend. When we unloaded, we weren't very good, and made great changes on the car. Kyle gave great feedback of what he needed in the race car, and those guys that work on that 18 car, they don't fuss or fight about what they have to do. They just work their butts off, and that's a big plus, and it makes you feel good that you can ask them to do anything and they don't frown on it. So, hats off to Wesley and that gang on that car, and they do an awesome job. So, and today, Kyle did an awesome job. We talked on the radio, keep the brakes where we needed them, and keep them cooled off, and he did an awesome job. Just drove away from everybody, and that was really cool to sit and watch.
Take questions here. We'll start rolling this row and then come over here. Go ahead.
Monty Dutton, Gaston Gazette. Kyle, for a guy who's supposedly in a slump, you've won 4 out of the last 7 races. This year you have 14 top 10s, 13 are in the top 5, and 8 of them are wins. You're not very good at points racing, are you?
We're setting up for the chase, man. We were setting up from the chase from Daytona. I'm just kidding. It's just crazy the way that everything's kind of come along this year, but, we're fortunate that it's coming along on us, and the good Lord's praying that we're able to keep our car up front every week. And so, we've just been fortunate to run as well as we have at places, and yet, we've struggled at a couple others. So we've got some work to do. We know it, and, I heard earlier today that the 48's been testing like 18 times this year and stuff, and, we've tested a couple places, but nothing like that. And so we're looking forward to the next couple of weeks. We've got some tests lined up. We're going to try to learn something and, keep our mojo going and, keep it going through and into the chase.
We'll go Bob, then over to Marty. Go ahead.
Bob Margolis, Yahoo Sports. When you guys first sat down, you kind of looked at each other like, two frat boys out, for the weekend at the beach. Like, you can't believe, that you're having such great fun and all the girls are coming in your direction. Is this, what's this ride like?
The girlfriends outside.
Yeah. Yeah, really, what's this ride like after a couple of weeks where there was maybe a little bit of, might have been off our game a little bit. What's this ride like?
It's fun. I said from the beginning of the year that we just wanted to keep riding and keep going in the way that we have been, and fortunately we've been able to do that. And yeah, there's been a couple weeks where you might fall back a little bit, but you look at Pocono, and we were running 4th before we ran out of gas, and it wasn't whether we didn't get it full on that last stop or whatever. It just it was unfortunate there. And then at Indy, we were running in the top 10 much of the day, top 5. We led some, and probably had a 5th through 10th place car, and that's where we were going to end up coming out of that final pit stop. But my guys got run over and launched underneath the car by the 88, and so we just had to wait for them to get back out. And we missed our shot there at the top 10, and so it's just you got to keep it going in the right direction. You got to look at what you can do and what you've been able to do, and just try to keep doing it.
Marty Smith, ESPN. Kyle, Jeff Gordon was in here on Friday and said that you guys were showing weakness. What kind of statement is this in response to that?
It's a head game, and we're playing it. So, I mean, we're just out here to race our race and concentrate on making our car the fastest in practice and fastest in qualifying as best as we can do and make it handle for happy hour, and then go out there and try to race it and race with the rest of these guys. And the 48's strong. We know he's strong. He's been strong since probably the 6th, 7th race of the year. It took him a little bit longer to get going, but the 99 car, he's been strong. He's probably been the best car season long at being able to run up front and capitalize on the big tracks and the big ovals and the flat tracks too. And so they've got something figured out, and we're working towards that. And the 9 cars, he's had his bright spots, and Tony, I wish he would get a win so everybody quit asking him about it. But, he's been close, I think, second, like 4 races or something like that this year, So it's just, you just got to keep going, and, those statements will be made, but you can't concentrate on that. You got to concentrate on your effort.
Let's go with Lee.
Lee Spencer, Fox Sports. Talking about Tony Stewart's road racing prowess, he's sitting right behind you. It's going to be a 5-lap dash to the finish. What's going through your mind, and can you take us through the restart?
I knew Tony was going to be good. I knew that I had to get a good restart, and then I knew that getting down into turn 1, I had to get down in there far enough to where he wouldn't get a run on me and get to my inside, and then concentrate on exiting that corner and into the S's. But when I got a good restart, I kind of mix it up a little bit, back and forth a little bit, and whichever which way. And he didn't expect me to go that soon, and when I did, I got a good launch, and then just concentrated on my my exit of turn 1. I didn't get in there too hard. I didn't wheel hop it or nothing. I just blew the entry, and then just to get off the corner and get up through the S's into the inner loops. So that's where that's probably where our race was won, just on that restart.
Let's go Dave, then we'll go to Jim. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dave Rodman from NASCAR.com for Kyle. You beat a legend of the Glen today. Near the end of the race, were you looking in your mirror, wondering if he was holding anything back? And was there ever any doubt you were going to beat him?
There was a little bit, not a lot. I mean, he kind of ran up on us there in the middle part of the race. I don't remember when, but he was kind of catching just a little bit, just a couple tenths a lap, or sometimes a half a second if I missed my mark. But he was fast, and so I knew that he was going to be good. And when we got the lead and got out front there, after we both came into our pits, and excuse me, we both came in together and we left together, and that was probably the win right there, is being able to beat him off pit road. And once we did that, I kind of got up through the S's a little bit better than him, and we pulled away the first few laps. Then he kind of gained on us, and then we pulled away again from there. So, just hitting your marks and being smooth here is what it's all about, and Tony's obviously real good at that, and today we were too.
Let's go Jim.
Jim Undershaw, observer for both Steve and Kyle. Just your thoughts waiting patiently through a nearly 45-minute rain delay while in the lead and having to think about what was going to happen after it was over.
Oh. My worry was we're on 26-lap tires and sitting out there and letting them cool down, and running through the debris that was laying there from the wreck. So I was just a little nervous there, and after he got through turn 1, I was like, okay, that's pretty good job, and he got going there from Tony. But a little nervous sitting there, because you never know what you got when you go off in that first corner after sitting there on that over tires.
Kyle.
I was a little nervous, just having Tony behind us and sitting there for so long, whether the tires were going to have a flat spot in them from sitting there, or whether the air pressures were built up on one side from the other, and what you were going to do, and how you were going to get good on the restart, and when to turn the brake fans on, and what to do when you get down to turn 1 if somebody's alongside you. I mean, just so many thoughts that go through your mind, and what you can try to visualize in your mind and see what you can do if it does happen. And so, fortunately, it was the easy way, and we were able to just get a good restart and get a good launch and pull away from there.